Nosferatu is a reimagining of a classic vampire film made over 100 years ago, and now it's back. I'm Garen Flowers with Cinemark. I'm here with one of the stars, Willem Dafoe, and the director, Robert Eggers. How's it going?
Awesome. Good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm so excited to talk about this film.
Cool.
Yeah. So, horror often reflects the, anxieties of the time. So, what contemporary ideas or fears does this newer version reflect of society?
Well, the thing that I like about fairy tales and folk tales and mythology is that they always work. King Lear always works. Hansel and Gretel always works. And the Dracula story also always works. And the Murnau film that was made over 100 years ago was able to take Dracula and turn it into a very simple fairy tale. And that's one of the things that I always loved about the film. And in trying to understand how I would make my own version of it, I thought, if this is the first time that we can see the whole story through the female protagonist's eyes, through Lily Rose Depp's character's eyes, we would have a new way into the story, something that could be more emotionally and psychologically complex. And, because it is a horror movie. It's scary, right? Yeah. But it's also a gothic romance, and it's a love triangle. So seeing it through her eyes is going to make the film new for a modern audience.
So you were in Shadow of the Vampire,
right,
and you played Max Schreck, who plays Count Orlok, which is fascinating. So, how do you feel being in this version now of Nosferatu and the Vampire Hunter?
Yeah, that was a beautiful experience. It certainly made me very familiar with the Murnau original because there were sequences where I basically tried to copy what I saw because we were quoting a lot of the sequences in the film Shadow of the Vampire. So it's kind of a whole new ballgame, and it's such a different movie with such different intentions, with such different people, and a different role. So I didn't quite make the connection yet, but it's there, I'm sure.
I saw on YouTube under the trailer comments, people were really leaning into that. So
okay,
yeah,
no, that's cool. But I wasn't thinking about it so much because somewhere when you make a movie, you want to, make it the first time, make it the first one you've ever done. Rethink your process, rethink what kind of performance it is, rethink, everything.
Absolutely,
yeah.
Absolutely.
This creature is a force more powerful than evil. Its desire is to consume all life on Earth. Only you can redeem us.
Robert, you saw Nosferatu, a symphony of horror, as a child.
Yeah.
And reading that, I was fascinated. And then you made an adaptation for a high school play. Mm-hmm. And then now you made the movie. So how are you feeling right now, having this realized dream come to life?
It's very exciting. I'm proud of what I've accomplished with my collaborators, many of which I've been working with for a really long time. But you also feel vulnerable because it's something that you've been sitting with for so long. I just got a text from the guy who played Nicholas Hoult's part in the high school play. And he was in New York, and he saw all the posters and animated advertisements, and he said to think that the version that we did, the posters were Xeroxed and put on lampposts in Dover, New Hampshire, and now they're here. It's quite the journey.
I love that. Why should people watch it on the big screen?
Oh, you gotta see this movie on the big screen. It is like a sweeping gothic romance. It goes to lots of different exciting locations. It is a bit of an adventure, and also the sound and the music, they really suck you into the movie, and you don't want to be at home, waiting for Uber Eats and scrolling through your phone and opening up a beer, and you want to be there.
Nosferatu comes alive to the big screen December 25th. Go check it out at Cinemark Theaters. You can get your tickets at Cinemark.com.
I'm ready.